Welcome back to the Shipyard. Today, we're looking at the USS Solvang. This is the fourth ship in the Antari Shipyard custom design lower decks faction pack. I guess it, I guess we should really call this lower decks season one faction pack. And now you might be asking yourself, why isn't there a USS Titan? Well, because there was a USS Titan card pack. And I don't think I've covered that yet. I should, I will, um, but I'll get there. Anyways, so this is another California class ship. So that makes three Californias and one Parliament in this class, or in this pack. Sorry, and I think it's good balance. Um, yes, that makes it very Federation heavy, but that also opens the design space up to the exploration side of things. Personally, I really want to see what happens with Packlids and how we can go from there. We didn't see a ton of ships, uh, exploration ships, aside from the Titan, but that's more Federation. How much do we really need to know, um, or how much do we want to speculate on, say, season two? Um, well, hopefully season two gives us more ships. But again, I don't think lower decks will ever be very ship combat heavy. Um, yeah, that's just kind of the way the show goes. All right, so let's jump in here. Hi, by the way. The USS Solvang, 3234. We're pricing these things at 18 points. Triple crew weapon tech. Uh, Open this up to some pretty nice options. Now the named ability here, that's where the money's made. If this ship suffered damage to its shields or hull this game round, you may immediately perform a maneuver with the speed of 2. In other words, run away. I like it. Um, we have a similar ability in the IRW Saran. Yeah, it's the Saran. Sorry, going through my memory banks here. Um, uh, Granted, it's not dependent upon taking damage, it's just upon uh, making an attack. But you know what? For a California class to take damage and then get to move, and being at the end phase, sure, why not? I like the ability, and I think it's a good, solid ability and some interesting, some interesting timing. So yeah, I'm on board with this. Generic is generic. Dial is still dial that we've seen on California class. Very solid dial. Captain Dayton. Very fitting that she's skill 2. I love the picture here. 1 point fits. When defending, if there is at least one friendly ship within range 1 to 2, roll an extra defense die. Sure. Um, she is not an ability that you are going to use very often. Um, she does have some interesting defensive synergy with, say, Clark Terrell, um, to make things very defensive. But again, most defenses, especially Federation defenses, need quality, and that's just not something you're going to get from a skill 2 captain. Um, at least this is when defending, so you get it every time. But yeah, it fits. This is thematic, and she's not bad for a 1 point captain. She's nice fluff. All right, we also get Amina Ramsey. Uh, Now, why we got the Solvang instead of the Oakdale? It's probably because, or not the Oakdale, the Oakland. Wow, brain fart, and geography fail. I'm pretty sure Ramsey's ship was the Oakland. Anyways, I don't know. I don't know why Jerry chose one instead of the other. Maybe it's because we didn't see her ship. So yeah, hopefully it would be nice to see her come back in season 2 and see the Oakland, and that would be nice. Um, anyway, she is a skill 5 3-point captain. Activation phase. You may perform an action from your ship's action bar, even if your ship has an Ox Power token beside it. After performing this action, roll an attack die. On a hit or crit, suffer the damage as normal. So she's very interesting. She lets you tax your ship more, but there's a 50-50 chance that you're suffering for it. She is very much a situational captain. I personally wouldn't run her ever, but that doesn't make her bad. There are certainly missions where she would come in very, very handy. I could see her being highly intriguing in Kobayashi Maru, especially if you put a skill cap on the captain. Yeah, I like what she brings to the table. A reckless plan. That just sounds like a great name for a talent, especially a Kirk talent. But yeah, a unique talent. Those are important. 4 points. When attacking, place 3 time tokens on this card to add 3 attack dice to your attack roll this game round. Okay, so we're maxing out. After the deal damage step of the attack roll 2 attack dice and suffer any hits or crits as normal. Okay, so again, this is how badly do you want to push your ship? You can get those dice, but when you do, you're going to suffer for it. I could see it working. I don't dislike the card. I find it very interesting. And it's a time token card, so you could do it one more time if you want. And maybe even do it one more time. And again, this is essentially take a damage. Sometimes that damage is a hit, sometimes it's a crit. Sometimes it's 2, but sometimes it's nothing. And that's what makes it Reckless Plan. This card is super thematic. I love that. But it could also be very devastating. It's kind of a last gasp at times, and that actually kind of works for me. I'm here for it. All right, the Advanced Transporter. This was a funny piece of tech. So ship unique, 2 points. Activation phase, place 3 time tokens on this card. Target a crew upgrade equipped to this ship or a friendly ship within range 1 to 2. Place a time token on that crew upgrade and equip it to the friendly ship or your ship. So it's a means of moving crew about, but you can't use them this round. And I think that makes sense. That is very thematic, based on the episode, not trying to spoil anything. But it also prevents some of the super shenanigans of, say, stealing from yourself. This is essentially stealing from yourself, but at least you don't get to benefit instantly from it. Sure, you can do this round 1, but then you're not going to be able to do it again until round 4. Yes, I know there's ways to mitigate time tokens going on tech and whatnot, but is that really how you want to invest in things? I don't think so. It might be, though. Anyway, I like the card. All right, a Type 12 phaser array. So we had Type 9, or Type 8, sorry. Now we've got Type 12. When attacking with your primary weapon, gain +1 attack die. Okay, sure. If your ship is not in the forward firing arc of the defending ship, you can reroll all of your blank results once. If your ship is in the forward firing arc of the defending ship, you can reroll 1 blank result once. Okay. Sure. Um, Works for me. It's going to cost you 3 points instead of two, but you get a little bit of built-in quality. Kind of like upgraded phasers, except upgraded phasers have a different use. So yeah, I'm on board with this. I like Type 12. One thing I would add is cannot be combined with Type 8 upgraded or Type 8 phasers. Does it need it though? Maybe. I don't know. Because it doesn't make sense to have a Type 8 and a Type 12 phaser array on the same ship. Yeah, I would say cannot use with a Type 8 phaser array. It's that or we it's that or you just say there's a rule where a ship can only have one type of phaser array. Um, Sorry, I keep clicking on, but I keep coming up with more things to say. It's fine for a ship to have multiple, say, torpedoes: a quantum torpedo, a photon torpedo, a triphasic torpedo, um, a high yield torpedo, because you have different torpedo tubes. But typically, you only have one phaser array. You have like the main phaser array. You might have an auxiliary phaser array. So you might have a dorsal phaser array. Those are fine, but you're only going to have one type of phaser array. You're going to have type 8 phasers or type 12 phasers. You're not going to use both to make the same attack. I guess you're only making an attack with one type of weapon at a time. All right, the crew that I've now shown like 4 times. Otessa Warren. Unique, of course, 2 points. Planning phase. Put 3 time tokens on this card and place an Ox power token beside your ship to increase the captain skill of the captain equipped to this ship by 3. So, we've seen skill Wharf, Klingon, do this without the costs, just exist. And I'm pretty sure he was a 2-point card. I don't know. But you get to do this in planning, so you get to bump up. There are times where having an Ox power can actually help you. Plus, this is done in planning, so you can take the green and get out of it. Um, if anything, I might just knock her down to 2 time tokens. I don't see how that would hurt her, but I don't know. That's something to test. Durga is an in-phase. Place 3 time tokens on this card and repair 1 shield or 1 damage to your hull. Yeah. For 2, I think she might have to go to 3. I think this is one of those abilities that is really good. Repairing consistently is useful, although it's every 3rd round, and repairing isn't that big of a deal. Durga's probably fine at 2. Yeah, okay, I'll buy that. And the last card in this pack is Drew Pratchett. When attacking, put 3 time tokens on this card. If there is an Ox token beside this ship, you may reroll any number of attack dice. So Pratchett and Warren go together, get a better captain skill, get that Ox, and get the rerolls built in. That's a nice little combo. It's 4 points to upgrade something. It does work nicely. Yeah, and getting an Ox is not terribly difficult to do. So, yeah, and plus it's reactionary. It's put 3 time tokens on this. And rerolls, they don't solve everything. But they're good. Yeah, I like this. Solvang, I like Solvang enough. It all depends on how well the California class actually plays in in game. We'll do that. Dayton just I'm never going to play Dayton. I think she's fine, but I'm never going to play her. I'm also never going to play Ramsey, but I think Ramsey's thematic. Reckless Plan, not my type of card, but I think it's a good card. Advanced Transporter, I like a lot. The Type 12 phaser, I like a lot as well. Warren's okay. Um, Durga, I'm okay with. I'm not the biggest fan. You know what? We'll go B minus. And Pratchett's nice quality. You know what? I'm gonna change my mind. I'll go C plus there. I'll go B. Solid B on there. Um, yeah, I think I like the Merced pack just a little bit more, but it's not like I don't like the Solvang. I think there's some interesting things here. I mean, Advanced Transporter Type 12 phasers, very good cards, very nice cards. Overall grade, um, this is, yeah, I think it's getting a C plus, but it's good. It's good. I think the design's solid. Just the cards in here are kind of brought down by things that don't fit my personal play style. Doesn't mean they're terrible. Doesn't mean they're bad for everyone. Just means they're not mine. Um, and that's fine. And again, I always forget to change OBS. All right. So those are the grades. Put them up. Yeah. I think that this is that kind of solid pack. So yeah. Thank you all for watching. That was the Solvang pack. That was part 4 of Season 1 Lower Decks faction pack. I'm sure that Jerry will be putting out something more on pack lids and other things related to what has come out. But you know what? We have a lot of new content. We have a lot of new stuff that can exist. Discovery has room to grow. Picard has some interesting options. So yeah, no shortage of interesting things. Plus, I want my USS Nog. Make it happen. Give me my Eisenberg class. That is not a spoiler, by the way. Anywho, yeah. Thank you all for watching. Really do appreciate it. So, until next time, we'll see you around the shipyard. Take care, guys.